This is sweet potato and it is one of the most profitable crops I've ever grown, and you might want to grow it too. And if you want to find out how much money you could make growing this crop, stick around. Sweet potato is a plant that belongs to the morning glory family. It produces large starchy sweet tasting tuber roots that are used as a root vegetable. Sweet potatoes are highly nutritious, packing a good amount of vitamin A, vitamin C and manganese. They also have anti-cancer properties and may promote immune function and offer other health benefits. Sweet potato grows best in an average temperature of 24 degrees Celsius with abundant sunshine and warm nights. Though sweet potato can tolerate drought, the crop is sensitive to drought at the tuber initiation stage 50 to 60 days after planting, and is not tolerant to waterlogging as it may cause tuber rots and reduce growth of storage roots if aeration is poor. Depending on the variety of sweet potato grown and growing conditions, you can expect to harvest within 2 to 9 months after planting. Worldwide, global production of sweet potatoes was 89 million tons, led by China with 55% of total production. Sweet potatoes have various uses. In Jamaica, it is used to make sweet potato pudding, and it is eaten roasted, boiled or fried. For commercial purposes, sweet potato starch has industrial applications such as sweeteners, citric acid, beverage, noodle production, industrial alcohol, ethanol fuel and derived maltose. In animal feed systems, sweet potato leaves can be used as a protein source for growing pigs, goats and chicken. Other value-added products made from sweet potato include flour, dried chips, juice, bread, candy, and pectin. It is also used to make liquors, food coloring, and cosmetics. According to the Statistical Institute, Jamaica exported 1,257,795 kilograms or 1,257.8 tons of sweet potato in 2016, valuing $3,147,000 US or 472 million Jamaican dollars, representing 0.7% of total world exports for sweet potatoes, ranking Jamaica 20th in exports of the product. The biggest importers for Jamaica's sweet potato are the United Kingdom, Netherlands and Canada. Because sweet potato is not highly cultivated in Europe, it represents the greatest opportunity for Jamaica to increase its production to meet the rapidly growing demand for the produce. Sweet potato is produced island-wide and does best on fertile, well-drained soils, and the parishes of Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Clarendon and St. Ann have been the major producers, accounting for approximately 69% of total production. The types of sweet potatoes grown in Jamaica includes the Uplifter, Quartermillion, Big Red, Clarendon, Bluebud and Door, and the Beauregard variety, which was imported to boost production mainly for the export market. Most of the varieties mentioned takes about 4 months to reach harvest after planting, which means it is possible to plant and have more than one harvest per year. In order to have the highest volume of production, there are certain cultivation practices you have to put in place. One of the first and most important thing is choosing slips. Sweet potatoes are not grown from seeds, they are grown from slips, which are sprouts grown from existing sweet potatoes. They can also be obtained from previous vines of sweet potato crop. Ensure to use only disease and pest-free vines for planting. They grow best in light sandy soils, so take that into consideration when selecting your land for cultivation. Lands that are of clay soil is a big no-no, as clay soil gets easily waterlogged, which sweet potatoes don't like. Ensure that the area where you're going to plant your crop receives full sunlight at least 6 hours per day, with the ideal amount of light being 8 to 10 hours per day for maximum production. Now, sweet potatoes are planted in rows, which some people refer to as sweet potato banks. When it comes to spacing, the slips should be planted 12 inches in row and rows spaced 40 inches apart. As for fertilizer needs, sweet potato does not require certain nutrients in large amounts. Nutrients can be obtained from soil, organic matter or artificial fertilizer. You can incorporate compost prior to planting. Now, there are some amount of pests that can cause damage to your sweet potato tubers when it comes down to the harvesting period. And the 3 most dangerous pests to your sweet potato tubers are sweet potato weevils, rats and mongoose. The most dangerous pest to sweet potato, the sweet potato weevil, causes damage in the field and in storage by laying eggs in sweet potato stem, and when those eggs hatch, they burrow directly into the tuber or stem of the plant. As for rats and mongoose, they create damage by feeding on the tuber, which will result in decreased marketable yields. To manage these pests, ensure to keep in and around your sweet potato farm clean of weeds and debris and use appropriate pesticides. Before we look into the cost of production, we have to remember about marketing of the produce. Before you go and spend your money to produce a crop of sweet potato, ensure to do your own market research to ensure there is demand for the crop you are growing. To establish 1 hectare or 2.5 acres for land, labor, fertilizer, and planting material, you're looking at a production cost of 680,000 Jamaican dollars, and you can expect marketable yields of 17,000 kilograms or 37,478.6 pounds. Sweet potato sells at about $40 to a high of $190 per pound. So let's say you're able to sell all your marketable yields at $70 per pound. You will earn 2,623,502 Jamaican dollars in gross revenue. That means you'll be able to make a profit of $1,943,502 in just 4 months once growing conditions are ideal and you have done proper marketing of your crop. Now that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video valuable.